And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in and checking out the video. As you know, I am Brian the Writer. I'm joined today with my friend John Binks. John and
Pleasure to be here, of course.
John and I are John, myself, and Tara Hampton. We are teaming up once again with the wonderful people at Axes and O's. There's a place, Axes and O's, axe throwing place here in Sterling, Virginia, run by Tara Hampton, and we are. The two of us and Tara were sponsors of this year's event. It's called Tales, and Ales. So Tales, Tails, Tales, Tales, and Ales. Now, what excites you about bringing authors and readers and other great creators together? Because, we're bringing a great cause. It's all for the doggies, as I like to say. And why do you think events like this matter so much to the community?
Yeah, I think number one, it brings people together. We're so used to being on the other end of a keyboard or the other end of a little screen in our hands.
True.
That ability to bring people together to actually communicate. So here we have not only authors, but we also have vendors that are going to be coming as far as crafts and arts. There are going to be folks that have food trucks. And I think one of the things we're also going to have this year, which we did last year, which was very important, I think, is the ability to have a reason, a passion. And I think a lot of that is getting the dogs. There's a lot of dogs that need to have adoption.
Yep.
And that ability to adopt those dogs and have a venue for that. And several dogs got adopted last time. So
they did.
There's a sense of community, I think, when we do that. I think one of the things I noticed that I really like about it, Brian, is that we're bringing in not only people that know Tara and Axes and O's, the Axe venue, but also folks that might not, people that we can bring in to say, okay, here's some really neat arts and crafts, some really good, all kind of authors were there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, folks that were doing kind of the AI stuff that I do, novels. We have folks that were doing some history books. We have folks that were doing, I think, recipes.
Yes.
Which was really neat, and I think we're going to be able to bring in even more authors this year and have everybody just kind of share. And that's the thing that I personally like about it. And I would assume most authors do, is that ability to talk to the people of why we're there. I mean, we write books and that stuff because of our personal passion. But at the same time, when we are out representing our book or promoting our book, it's the people on the other side of that table that matter, and to be able to listen to them and be able to engage with them, just I think is a phenomenal thing.
Yeah. And by the way, this is taking place on May 30th of this year. We intentionally pushed it past Memorial Day to give everybody a little bit of a break. So we didn't put everything on Memorial Day, because I think everything happens on Memorial Day. But, we're going to have live music this year. A guy that I know and absolutely think the world of is Ramon is coming out to do the music for us. And I think a lot of times people are always out there looking for that special, unique, that local gift to give someone else. And as I always like to point out, no matter where you are in the year, there's always X number of days to Christmas. So keep in mind, books make great gifts, but there's going to be more than just that out there. There's going to be other types of vendors who are coming out. I think we're going to have a lady that paints glass and actually does can help walk people through painting glass in you make these connections with these different people. It'll be a great event.
Normally you would not have. That's what's kind of neat. And there was folks that we've had out there that remember last year, beef jerky, some amazing beef jerky.
Yes, beef jerky. Right? The beef jerky was delicious.
It was, and it went fast. So for the folks that are watching this, come out there on the early side so you can get whatever that you want. And we had a group that had the empanadas.
The empanadas, the bread people.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I actually got some bread last year. The empanadas were delicious. You honestly, and I think this is really important because you just mentioned being at Barnes and Noble. I actually have a Barnes and Noble showing here in a couple weeks. Um, the the important thing to keep in mind is that these are local events with local vendors. These are people from your local community, and if you could come out and support us on May 30th, honestly, you would be doing us a great honor, a great honor. Yeah, we
Do you remember
always appreciate it.
how many vendors we had last year?
I think we had about 30 vendors
Right.
last year.
So I
And
think that's important too, right? As someone's
yeah,
looking for something to do that day. Last year, we had it out it was combination inside outside out in the parking lot. Yes, you can throw axes as well. I mean, it is an axe house,
yeah,
but as you said, you want to come out and talk to some very interesting authors, get some great food. Understand some of the local vendors that are,
mhm,
and I will say what's really neat over the years, right? Especially during the summertime, you go to these craft shows. So many times, it's like you're going up and down, and there's hundreds of vendors or whatever, and it's like, oh, here's a cute little wooden thing, and it's like that's really neat. And then as you continue down, you walk down, and a couple of dozen booths down, and all of a sudden, I just saw that wooden thing down it's the exact same. So I think there's a business model, not mine, but there's a business model out there where they buy stuff, from whatever, mass producing group it is. And not that they're calling it their own little wooden thing,
mhm.
but they're basically just selling it. We didn't run into that at
No,
ours, right?
no,
When we do the one, the Tara does a really good job at Axes and O's, and we're fortunate to be able to help her. And, the vendors that are going to be there are not people that are buying stuff, from mass produced things and just trying to sell them. They're things that are, little soaps that they've been making for the last, a couple of weeks just to put it out there.
yeah, yeah. And, there's going to be food, there's going to be beer, there's going to be, all kinds of refreshments, food trucks, you name it. We are going to have a wonderful time. So we invite all of, everybody to come on out and join us. I think it'll be a good way to spend a Saturday.
And the last name in the name of this, Tales, and
Ales.
ales, right? So Tara has some really interesting ales at Axes and O's. So you'll be able to have a cool one or whatever you would like to have. And I think she has some wine stuff and some great non-alcoholic beverages and specialty drinks that she'll do that day too.
Yeah, I think May 30th, Sterling, Virginia. Come on out and join us at Axes and O's. Honestly, it's going to be a wonderful time. You'll meet wonderful people, and just have a nice day. It'll be a beautiful day, I'm pretty sure.